First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Ready? Back, 45 behind. 59.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 37. Check 37. Deuce. That's 3. 2. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Go. Check. Slam.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Check 43. Get him all. West. Mike, 45. Hey.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it in?
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones. 77 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Lions take over
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Motion. Reset.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 57. Hey. Watch the safety creep. Cover. 57 to Mike. 50 seconds.
On second and 11 now. Taylor. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Give me that ball, defense. Check the backer.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up. That's it. Watch time. Tight end roll. Out. 3 down. Out. Hey, check Mike 45. Go. Under 10. 10.
On third down, Taylor. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
45 to Mike.
Taylor to throw on third down. James has got it. Complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
This is Jones. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
45. Mike, 45. Silver. 45.
Taylor will throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
36.
Now a give, right side. Hubbard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, it's Pittsburgh. Here it goes, here it goes.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Here we go, here we go.
Check nickel.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Big stop, let's go. Shift, shift. 66, pull it, half. Check three, check three. Nice 57's Mike. 64, weak.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get in the weight room, hey. Hey, check, Mike.
Johnson running right. He finds an opening past the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it up. We step aside.
The mic. In your face. Back, back, back. Get along. West. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. No, nice, sweetheart. Shift.
On 2nd down now. It's Hubbard, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Play action now, Winston. And it's caught by Herndon.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ready. Blue 80. 25 to Mike. Watch the screen.
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
A game of 15. First down, New York.
Wait.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. Come on. Run that. Wide. Get wide. Check 24. Check 24. Let's go now. Green, cover three.
On 2nd and 9, Winston, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Undercrunch. Kill. Hey, watch it. Let's go. Travel.
Now Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, come on, now. Come on. Next box. Right. SOS. Hey. Check 52.
Again, it's Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, let's get in their holes. Alert flare. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On first down, Hubbard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Slam. Rotate. Spell.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become clear. cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Let's go. 26, check 26. 45 is the mic. I'm scared.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
I'm close.
You mine.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Jack Rabbit. Jack Rabbit.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
What we got? What we got? Alert 3, alert 3. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
All day, baby. All day. All day, baby.
Bravo. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
45, somebody go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They'll go again to Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Play fake. Winston. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
45, 45, Mike, 45.
Here's Taylor. Gonna throw again. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the red zone now, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Draw play. Winston to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? Back to the back. Behind.
Watch the pass.
Wait.
Check 4.
Shit. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Check. Hit him all. Rest. Crunch. Squeeze.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd and 5. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That's a pick, boy. That's a pick. Going the other way.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw is Winston. Throw complete to Herndon. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
today.